this is the correct mic. Yes, hello everybody, and I actually do remember that I have a microphone, and I actually remember that OBS needs to know that I have a microphone. I feel so silly. I was doing like 10-minute prep, which is a lot for me. I normally go with 5, and now I had like in between 10 and 15 minutes, and I did all of my scene work, and I made sure that computer knows that I have a Switch. I made sure that the Switch actually needed a bunch of updates, so I made sure the Switch got the updates. I made sure to make the controller work. I forgot about the microphone. But hello everybody, hello Urinal, hello Edward, hello Czech, hello Lefty, hello Stargazer, and is it more people? I don't think it's more people. Oh, hello Fox! Welcome to stream everybody, welcome. Yeah, technical stuff is part of the bingo, so yeah, we have that going for us. So yeah, that was me being a complete mess, because I have been playing a bit on my own, and I normally just turn off my microphone and put it away in the corner. So I needed to unmute the microphone, and then I am a mess. Yeah. I'm a happy mess though, so that is fine. English is working surprisingly well, by the way, considering that I have not been using English since... Hello, controller, I would like you to work. Thank you, please. Thank you. I haven't really been speaking English in almost 2 weeks, because last week we didn't have the TTRPG. And the TTRPG is basically the only time that I actually speak English, so I feel like I have my normal, very British accent. I'm very sure that I speak way more of a broken Swedish accent than I normally do, but it's fine. The pain seems to be shared among streamers. Yes. But I also think that is kind of... there's a bit of catharsis in that, just knowing that me, with my little 8 currently watchers, are dealing with the exact same nonsense as the 2000s watcher maniacs. So yeah, and yes, I did call them maniacs, because how on earth can you deal with 2000? My lord, I feel like 20 is a lot. Happy accident. Yes, always happy accidents. Such professional streaming, don't ever share your secrets to success in OBS. Yes! Never share it, because I don't think any of us actually know what on earth we're doing. At least I am basically just doing stuff and hoping for the best. And more often than not, it works well enough. Yes, but this time I shoot 3 shade on OBS. Yes, I love the shade on OBS. Hello, let's just say work is giving me quite the workout with how busy everything is. I feel you on that part. The seniors have quit, and I am very happy, because I don't need to see them ever again. That's a bit harsh, but it's also somewhat true, to be perfectly fair, because most of them are really, really amazing people, and I have really, really come to love to work with them, and I wish them all the best. But there's one that I can't really stand being close to. And there's a bunch more that I just really hope that they won't just work anywhere close to me because the sheer incompetence is real. My gosh. They are now released into the world free to live their own life and not your problem anymore. Mainly not my problem anymore. Mainly not my problem anymore. Because, like, the seniors here, like, they are 16. So they're not 18 yet. I really do not wish them to just go out in the world. Like, a few, let's be honest, a few of them are gonna be perfectly capable of living in the world. The majority are gonna struggle out in the world. And way too many have no idea about how the world works. I mean, no idea. None. Like, one kid, honestly, thinks that his dad can bribe his way into a truck license. You can't bribe yourself into a truck license. Like, a proper, like, Larry, I don't know, words, Larry, like a massive truck. Not the little trucks that go in storage systems and whatnot. A massive on-the-road truck. A Larry. It might work like that in some part of the world. Not here. Not here. You need to actually study to get that kind of license. You need to actually read and study. And you also need to actually do the work and not hang out on Etsy. It's not really Etsy, but that's the closest thing that I could recall. It's called Blocket in Swedish. I don't think Blocket exists out of maybe Scandinavia. I don't think Iceland has it. Norway and Denmark might have it, but yeah, bribe into a truck license. Yeah, that kid is done for. He is very done for. Yeah. And there's two of them that has that worldview that I'm just like, no, listen to me, stupid. It's not gonna work. And then they just look at me like, no, you're insane. Like, we have money. It's gonna be fine. And I'm like, no, it's not gonna be fine. I have tea though, so I am gonna be fine. It's been a long time, guys. It really has been a long time. And hello, Johto. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Like, even if they do get the license, they won't survive the job itself. Yeah. Yeah, and the worst, like, you don't even know the worst part. Like, the worst part is that we have a special education teacher. And that special education teacher is a bit special. Like she is honestly just saying that, oh, it's gonna be fine for this kid. He's gonna do awesome in the world. And me and my Swedish emotional support teacher is just like, what? No, it's not gonna be fine. What on earth are you talking about? Another fine thing about this teacher is that I have had her in my class, and her main specialty in special education is math. my special subject is math. We should both be really good at math. And the kids were doing some head calculations and stuff like that, and one of the numbers that we were doing is 4.4 times 0.25. And I know if you haven't studied math in a while, this might be a difficult one. So I'm fully accepting of you not knowing this. I am not accepting of you being as stupid as this special education teacher, though, because... So, 4.4 times 0.25. 25. Easily solvable on paper. Yeah, it's really solvable on paper. Because something times 0.25 is just divided by 4. 4.4 divided by 4 is 1.1. Just like tech wrote. So, yeah, 0.25. So, 0.25 times 4.4. So, the answer is 1.1. Yeah. She told the kids it was 17.53. 17! Like, my lord. 17! 17! Can't ever prove you can do maths online because people will think you use a calculator. I don't know. Yeah. And if you do calculations online and stuff like that, you normally get nervous. And I'm fine with you using a calculator as long as you have some basic math sense. Like, as long as you know what you're doing. I don't care if you use a calculator. You just know. The important thing is that you know the math. And yeah, I don't know how you mess up in such a way. And that is when the kids were, because I just saw the kids writing down 17 point something and I was like, wait, what? No. When you, like, I explained to them and then they were like, oh, but she said that it was 17.53 and I was like, my lord. The rest of that day, the rest of that lesson, I was walking behind the special education teacher to make sure that she did her work correctly. My work is not to babysit a special education teacher. And another time, she couldn't use Pythagoras' theorem when she had it written out before her very eyes. Like, I can understand if you don't know the Pythagorean theorem by heart. I can understand. I can fully understand that you don't know it by heart. What I cannot understand is that you don't know how to read a formula on a paper. Especially not if you're actually meant to be a math teacher. Yeah. Like, I average a C in my math classes, but I can do the equation correctly. I am very sure that teacher would be getting cooked in my school. Yeah. I don't want to say that there was an attempt to shush the kids that were yelling about her incompetence. There was some half-assed attempt. Mainly because I agreed with them, but also mainly because one of the kids yelling about it the most was the was a student council lead thingamabob. And when that kid had any water on his wheel, he was gonna continue on spinning that. So, yeah. So, yeah. Maybe the special education part is that she became a teacher after being a special education student. Yeah, I don't know. She's incompetent, and she's incompetent in all of the different things. Like all... Hopefully not all of them, but there has been so many mistakes. It's like you can't even be mad at the kid for being pissed about it. No, you can't. No one is that wrong. Like, I could even understand that you got to, like, 11 or something, or 0.11. I could understand, as long as you at least have your numbers correctly. But... Listening to bad maths made me feel like I'm losing math knowledge. Nah, it's fine. We can have some math lessons if you guys are up for it. That's honestly something that I've been starting to consider, because I miss math so much. That's gonna be horrendous to try and teach online though, so physics might be a lot easier. Because math is just so progressive, like you build up on previous knowledge, and if, like, I don't know what chat knows about math. Physics is a lot easier because it's just, let's talk about space. And space is fun, and everybody can enjoy talking about space. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. So yeah, that is basically why I was gone for a while, because I was definitely gone for way longer than I wanted to. What's the answer? She got 17.40. I think there was a 5, but honestly I don't remember anything more than there were 17.2 numbers. And 17 was wrong, and it was even more wrong to have 4 numbers involved. So I don't remember exactly what came after the decimal point. It's just... ugh. Physics has a lot of nice visual examples. Yeah, it does. It does. Physics is math with different equations. No, physics is math, but with a bit of theory. They are the same equations. Math normally has a bunch more stuff going for it though, because in math you can calculate in a lot more dimensions than you can in physics. Because in physics we normally go with 3 dimensions, at the most. Math is physics and physics is math. No? I would go with physics is math in that case, but all math is not physics. All physics is not math as well, but most of it is. So yeah. Assuming it was 17.43, then she somehow did 4.4 times roughly 3.61. That is a great AF up. Yeah. Yeah. Physics is math where numbers have specific types. Yeah, and then. And physics has a lot of numbers that they like more than other numbers. And the only one that I can remember on top of my head right now, though, is 9.82. And that is probably not a number any of you guys are gonna recognize that much, because that is a number very specific to Sweden. I mean, it's not very specific to where I am, but somewhat, like, it's the gravitational constant. So if you're calculating force, like, you basically take weight times 9.82, and then you get the gravitational force upon the Earth to that object, or, you know, yeah. Yeah, 9.81 is the speed of gravity used here in Germany. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is... It varies depending on where you are on Earth. Like, it varies depending a lot of things, but mainly... More easily explained, it basically varies depending on how far away you are from the center of the Earth. If you're further away, you're gonna get a lower number. If you're closer, you're gonna get a higher number. But the grades in UK, we use 9.8. I see. So either you, in the UK, just round it, or your gravity is way lower in the UK. But I mean, the Earth is slightly, like, it's not spherical, it's a bit, not flat, but it's a bit squished on the poles. So technically, I live further up in the north. Technically, I'm probably slightly closer to the Earth's core. I don't know. That might be the only constant physics I know without looking it up. Yeah, that's an easy one. The physics that I deal with is mainly... Like, it's grade 7 through 9. They aren't the next... Like, they might be the next Einstein, but they're definitely not currently. So we just use 10. It's easy enough. And that way they should be able to do it without a calculator. I think Earth is more of a melon. An inverse melon in that case, because the melon is very oblong. Earth is more like fatter on the sides and shorter on the top. And melons are thin on the sides and tall. I feel like I just fat-shamed the Earth, and that is probably a bad idea. Hello, MMQ. Hello, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. But yeah, so I have been very busy. Basically, I read something interesting. I'm gonna read that later. Because I love kinetic energy and potential energy. So I'm just gonna be quiet a bit. Energy is fascinating. Because basically I went up to work full-time in May. And that is also when I just stopped streaming, because I was dealing with a lot. And I once again had absolutely no energy left for it, so I just needed to focus on staying alive and work. And now work is done. And yeah, I have had a few days to just remember how to be human. And now I have remembered how to be human for a couple of days, and therefore I have energy to stream. I'm gonna stream a lot this summer, and hopefully I'm gonna stream this autumn as well, because I have actually asked to go down in time, so I'm not gonna work 100%, I'm gonna work 80%. But Headmaster is a bit of a dum-dum, so we'll see. Like, why are Headmasters stupid? I don't know. They are. So, I currently have kinetic and potential energy in physics class, like how to calculate, the conversion between them, etc. Pretty fun if I had a good teacher. Yeah, it is very fun. It is very, very fun. But in that case, I kind of get the feel that you at least know what the difference is between the two. Yeah, it's just, yeah. The total number of energy is the kinetic one plus the potential one. And if you know 2, like if you know the total amount of energy and the kinetic energy, you can calculate the other. Jeena's human? Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. Energy do be very fascinating. Do tell us about it, Jeena. Yeah, yes. My headmaster was assumed to be the janitor by like half my class. Yeah. Yeah, my new headmaster, because we did a switcheroo, we switched headmasters in February or something like that, February, March-ish. And he seemed pretty okay. But I have come to learn that he can talk. He talks very well. He can do a lot of the talking. And it sounds pretty good. But he seems to be a good listener. But he forgets what were the thing that we just joked about. Like, I've had to tell him like 5 times that no, if you're gonna teach science, you need 2 or 4 science subjects. You cannot teach only 1. You need 2 or 4. We have told him that 5 times. And then when I was very worried, and I just went up like, can we please talk about it? I am worried, I need to know. I had 1 science subject in 2 classes. In 2 classes. We have 3 in 1 year. The last of those, I had 2. Which makes it so the plans doesn't really work. That's gonna be 2 different plans. And also, I have only 1, which is horrendous. And in the seniors, the new seniors, I had 3. And the other science teacher therefore had 1. Okay, I have not had one eye. I do not have one-eyed winking, but yeah, you can imagine one of my eyes twitching. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I take that specific problem when that specific problem arises, and if it's poop, yeah. I'm not gonna stay in that school because, my lord. Like, honestly, I have been working there. This is my 4th year. I have worked there 4 years. My first year, I had the worst starting year you could have. Like, the worst. For multiple reasons. It was awful. My second year, we basically went to the headmaster like, no, I need something easier. This is not working. We need something to get better. My third year, we went to the headmaster like, oh my gosh, no, you can't do this. No, this doesn't work. We need something easier. Like 3 of my 4 years, I have just either had a horrendous thing, like horrendous classes, like it was just bleh. Or I've had to really just go up to the headmaster like, no, slap, do better. This is horrendous. And also, 3 of these 4 years, I have been teaching seniors. And there is a specific kind of stress that only, like, May is always really stressful for teachers. It's always really stressful. But when you have a grade 8 or a grade 7 and you feel like you're not done, you can just go like, okay, it's fine, we're gonna finish this last year. I can't do anything more right now, I'm gonna finish it next year. When you have seniors, you can't do that. You need to get them on track. And like, honestly, on my, like, not on my breaks, I didn't have any breaks. Like, what on earth is a lunch break? I don't know. Okay, fine, I did take lunch breaks, but that is the only break that I had. On my planning time, when I was grading and doing stuff, I was also a crocheting teacher, because 2 of the kids weren't done with their crochet thingamabobs for like the crafting classes, so I was a stand-in teacher for that. I was running around like a maniac trying to find the kids that hadn't done their tests since like 2 months ago. So I would very much like I like to have seniors. It's fun because you can actually joke with them. But the specific kind of stress that grading seniors actually involve, and the national exams and stuff, please no. Director Cyrano Energy be subtly trying to get back on track. Yeah, it's fine. This is the first stream in a while. I kind of thought that we're gonna have a bunch of talky bit today. Kenna seems like there's a lot of unhappy stories of this school. I mean, I think that if you ask teachers this time of the year, they're always gonna have a lot of unhappy stories. Like, there's a lot of happy stories as well. Like, but basically all I have to do is just go up to any other teacher, and not any, but either the one in my closest work group or any of my 2 closest work groups, or like the union, and I'm gonna there's a problem and they are on it. Like, I never have to deal with the crappy headmaster on my own. I can have either one, like, honestly. I can have either 1 or 4 or 7 other teachers just whoosh backing me up. So, yeah. So yeah, my colleagues are amazing. And there's also some kind of reward in just knowing that you are very needed in a place. Like, I feel like Batman somewhat. Like, I'm not the teacher they deserve, but the one they need, okay? They deserve something way poopier than me, but they need me, so. Like, I know that I am really, really good at physics. I know that I am good at teaching physics. I mean, I know that I'm good at math as well, but they don't allow me to teach math for some unknown reason. Like, math is my special subject. I have, I don't know, like 200 university points in math. I only have like 90 in physics. Math is my special. I don't understand why I'm not allowed to teach math. I taught math my first year, and then I haven't really taught math since. Like, I had 1 class this year. But that is 1. like what me and the other science teachers wanted, because we are in a very poopy situation where we are short of not one teacher, but like a half teacher. So, like, one teacher quit and they didn't hire a new one, basically. For next year, that is. So we had to come up with an example of how to do stuff. And what we did was basically that I had all of the math in 1 year and no science. And I was happy as can be. And I was hoping that to be the case, because then I would have no seniors, I would have 7th graders. And I would get to know the 7th graders, and they seem pretty cute. But no, I'm not allowed to teach the 7th graders. I need to teach the seniors. There are so many issues with the seniors. I know there's issues in every grade. I know. But I just came from 2 very problematic grades, 2 very problematic seniors. I don't feel like dealing with another senior. I would like a break from them. Na 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 Jeena. Ba, ba, ba. Yes. Yes, yes. It's alright, we can do the talkie. That is good. That is good. Also, we always have to hear Jeena talking government engines. I did little of that recently. Yeah, we have not had a lot of that. So that is good that we finally have that. One teacher quit and they didn't hire a new one. Ah, yes, lovely indeed. Yeah, that is basically it. Also, a Spanish teacher quit, but we apparently needed a new Spanish teacher. But when a science teacher quits, and another one just struggled with burnout, then we don't hire a new one. Like, it doesn't track. I feel like if I was like the boss and I had like one of my workers had burnout and was gone for a few months, because I came back in, I think it was basically the last week in January, basically, or something like that. So, and I got sick in November, like week 46, because Sweden goes by weeks. Week 46 was the last week that I worked before I got sick. And then I came back in like week 4 something, so I was gone for 8 weeks. I would make sure that that person got exactly what they wanted. What I would not do as a boss is to give that teacher the crappiest thing that has ever been crapped. Like, the thing that he presented me with was worse than my first year. Kind of. On par with my first year. And that is a lot. That tells you a lot. I mean, in some ways worse than my first year, in some ways better, because my first year I was teaching 5 different classes, and with this system I would only teach, no, not 5, I was teaching 8 different classes, and with this new thing I was only gonna teach 6. But with way more, like, so it's fewer students, but worse in a lot of other ways. So, yeah. Those things would fit Jeena and make her more happy. We need to prevent that at all costs. Yeah. And it is basically what all of the headmasters are doing. And according to some people, the teachers who have stayed on a workplace the most get the first picks, and then the new hires get what's left. But I feel like that is so insane. Like, I can understand it to a certain degree. Like, if you've worked there for 20 years and you want this specific classroom, sure, have this specific classroom. That is fine. I can understand that. What I cannot understand is make sure that the new hires are facing hell. Because how on earth are you gonna have new teachers that actually stay for 20 years if you do that? And where I work, it's such a tiny place, they can't afford that. They can't afford me. I have way too much value to stay there if they continue to treat me this way. So yeah. Analog Code Survey, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. And that is a difficult question to ask, honestly. Because right now, it's summer break. I teach absolutely nothing. If plans doesn't change, which I hope they do. I hope these plans change for the better. But if plans doesn't change, I'm gonna teach math, physics, technology, and biology next year. And I hope they change. But what I am actually trained to, like what I went to university for, is math and physics. Those are my two subjects. And I am worth way more than one little tiny class of math. Like, my lord. All teachers get preferred treatment. That is so stupid. You should evenly distribute for best efficiency. Yes. See? German speaks of efficiency. Yes, and I agree. At least try for it, and you need new ones to stay. Yeah, exactly, you really need the new ones to stay. And like, the funny thing is that, like, I burned out last semester. And I did that because, like, the stress of all of my 4 years were stacking up. I had not had a single... Like, you're not gonna have a single, like, a easy year. That doesn't exist when you're a teacher. But I had 4 very, like, 3.5 very tough years for a bunch of reasons. And the other teacher that quit, he quit because he was starting to face the same thing. And we were the 2 newest. I feel like people should get a hint. But no. It's because you're extremely valuable to everyone that ever had the chance to be taught by you. I hope so. Some definitely appreciate it, at least. Some don't. Some hopefully will come to appreciate it later on. Like, I teach the worst year because I teach grades, like, I teach the 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. That's who I teach. They are not specifically known to hug their teachers and say that they appreciate them. They are known for the opposite. But, yeah. Jeena teaches about the wonders of math, physics, and horses. Yes, horses. Yeah, that was another rant that I went on. Someone asked me if it was true that horses had weird knees, and I went on a rant and I pulled out horse skeleton pictures. Bro, the only exam I have left to graduate my CS degree is Calc course backlog. Yeah. Calc courses were difficult. I agree with that. Especially the multivariable calculus, my god. That wasn't a rant, that was a fully prepared lecture. No, not fully prepared. It was a lecture. It was a heavily improvised lecture. Technical question, is hugging a teacher as a student allowed in Sweden? It is allowed for student to hug a teacher, like they can ask to be hugged. We as teachers are not allowed to initiate the hug. If a student initiates, we are allowed to respond. And if a 15-year-old girl wants a hug from you, you're gonna hug her. Like, that's mainly the ones that I've hugged. The boys doesn't want that. And they mainly want a hug to show that they valued you. Like, I got one hug this year, and that was from a girl who was basically like, you were my favorite teacher. I really like your lessons, and I have a bouquet of flowers from her. She was very cute. I really liked having her in my classes. Real men hug. That they do. Boys, especially teenage boys, tend to not hug. But yeah, real men do hug. It was improvised, but Jeena was always prepared for that. Yeah, I'm always prepared for teaching people about horses. Especially when you're doing it on the interwebs, because just pulling resources from the interwebs is easy. It's very easy. There's a lot of resources to pull from. You just updated. I'm gonna start the software. Wait. I just did another mistake. Close Scarlet, because we are the Nuzlocke, not the Nuzlocke, but this challenge is on Violet. I definitely didn't accidentally start my Scarlet playthrough. Not at all. I have been told that in Germany a teacher is not allowed to hug a student or vice versa, which is sad. It is sad. It is sad. Like, I can understand, like, hugs are problematic even in Sweden, which is basically why we're just don't hug the kid, but if the kid hugs you, you can hug back. So yeah. Yeah, but I dislike the red frames around the recording bitsy bits, so I clicked. Why on earth am I here? Do I remember what I was doing last? No. But I am in Kitakami for reasons. Oh, I remember. I was hunting shinies. Did I find the shinies? I think I was hunting shinies. I see no shinies. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes I do weird stuff. Maybe I was trying to get shiny Applin or something. I don't know. Were you on your way to visit your good friend Carmine? No. No, I was not. Because Carmine is a stupid and she's off in the school and I'm not visiting that school. I'm done. Where were the cool teachers when I was in high school? Lol, be proud you sound like a cool teacher. Yeah, some kids think that I'm a cool teacher at least. And I'm fine with being the cool teacher. I'm not fine with being a friend teacher because I'm not their friend. I'm their teacher. Yeah. But we have some preparing to do. Yeah, change map. Yeah. It doesn't say who I have left. Awesome. Okay, we have Larry left, which is fine. I don't think we need to prepare that much for Larry. And Prime should be not too bad either. This dude, though. I'm apprehensive. I'm not scared. I'm slightly apprehensive. Who on earth do we have left? I think we had 4. Oh, she was rough. She has a fairy. We need a steel type for that. Okay. Wrong button. I definitely remember how to play this game. I think with our levels, none of these guys should pose any threat. I know. But I have a slight apprehension towards this cute guy. He's honestly really, really cute. Let's see. Who on earth do I want to deal with first? Let's deal with this dude first because she's way off south. That's gonna be easier. I'm not scared. I am extremely fearful and afraid. No! I am slightly cautious. These were enemies for before the DLCs. I know. I know. Let's have Laura last because best for the end. Okay, I can deal with that. No, wrong button. As I said, I remember how to play this game. What on earth do we have? Hephaestus is a steel type. He has a bunch of steel type things going for him. Hera is a little weakling. She's not coming along. Noah? We're bringing Noah. Excalibur, I probably have been running around leveling stuff up. Don't really know why, but apparently I was. Ares can come along. Ares hasn't been out for much. Let's bring Ebisu as well. It's probably not gonna be that balanced of a team, but I don't care. Is Loki only level 83? Why on earth is Loki that? Oh, because I went with Tezcatlipoca. Well, we need Quetzal for the double battles. What is this non-dragon here? No, it's not non-dragon. Look! Tera-type dragon. That is why the non-dragon is there, because she is kind of a dragon. I know my little tea bag paper fell into the... Yeah. And yay, ABC. Yes, ABC. For those that don't know, Ebisu needs to evolve by trade, and Tech was the one who was kind enough to help me with that. Oh yeah, I read something about SMT5. It's basically Pokemon with mythological characters. Ooh. Someone write that to me on Discord, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. I might check that out. Otherwise, in July, important things are gonna be released that we're gonna play. I accidentally pressed something. Okay, that was... Ha. You're also kind of a dragon. Okay, fine. Who do we want? I mean, I like Freya to come along, but Freya is very high level. We're not really gonna deal with anything. I mean, the ice type thingamabob. Sure. But thermal exchange is mainly for fire, right? Yeah. So that is mainly good for fire type situations. Fork. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Are we... No? Okay, is it only the switch that has locked? No? I don't know. Okay. We're back. That was a scare that I did not want. Let's just check the temperatures, just in case. I don't think it should be temperatures doing a thing. But basically, I don't really know how long ago now, but I had an issue with my computer just crashing for unknown reasons. And right now, everything just froze. So I got really worried that I had that issue again. I mean, temperatures are at 60. I don't think that's high. It's above what I normally have, but... I don't know. 60 isn't that bad, right? That's there. Yeah, that's there. You could say that. I'm sorry for that. Yeah. Everything just froze on my end. That was scary. That was really scary. Unknown crashes are scary. I fear my PC might do that someday soon. It makes a lot of noises. That is not nice. And hello, Neo, by the way. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. I like the God's name theme. Yeah, but yeah, disappointed. Oh yeah, here it is. Our little starter, the Dragon Loaf. And I think Neptune was Neptune was the dragon we got after that. And then it got Persephone, and that we just... Let's continue with the god theme. So all of them are named after gods, except for Loaf. And also... except for the only dragon terrestrialized stuff, because they are random mythological stuff. I'm gonna grab Freya, though. I miss Freya. Freya's gonna come along. And we're all gonna be happy about that. Neptune was the true starter and our MVP. Loaf just led us to him. Yeah, exactly. Loaf was just there so that we could bring Neptune along. Neptune the goat. Yes! And also, Neptune the Loyal or something like that. Yeah. Neptune the Reliable Partner. Freya do the ghost and ghosts be effective on psychic. Oh, that is very nice. I forgot about that. Maybe we start with Freya in that case. And then we just hope for the best. And as soon as the fairy comes out, we switch to Hephaestus, probably. I mean, Noah is good too, but I'm gonna flash cannon that little fairy. It is creating pretty old. Pray it holds for 2 or so more years. Yeah, I hope for that too. Like, switching a computer out is not fun. As is switching a cell phone nowadays. It's not fun. Mine is barely holding on, and I am not switching that out until I really need to. Also, we don't evolve Hephaestus. I think we will, but right now we're going with the Eviolite thing, mainly. So yeah. Neptune the Reliable Partner. Truer words have never been spoken. Yeah. Neptune is amazing. Neptune is the best. Do I go here? I think I go here. I will, don't have the budget right now for new PC, so fingers crossed I get quite a bit of time. But for now I need glasses, then switch to, then I can save up for PC slowly. I agree. That does sound like a good message. Oh, if it isn't Jeena, it's been too long. Not long enough, lady. I mean, this lady's fine. I just really dislike the fairies. Especially the surprise fairies. I was not prepared for the Gardevoir. Your beauty has become even more refined since the last time we met. You too? I do not deal with this kind of compliments well. I would be like, okay. The BBNG of my D&D campaign name is Nuwa. Oh, okay, I see. This Nuwa is really, really kind. She deals with all of the fairies for me. I am not very beautiful and cute. You stop it. No! Honestly, I've not been streaming for a while, so compliments are weird. Like, weirder than usual. So no, ease me into it. Okay, it's fine now. No more compliments. Just let me sit with this amount of compliments right now, because that is fine. Stop it. I'm not. You're gonna break me, and we need to finish this game so we can do the Petcha thingamabob. No. I don't know what to say now. You chat too late. No. Yeah. No. Where is my little hand fan? I need my hand fan. There we go. I mean, it is somewhat broken, but this hand fan is also like 20 years old, so... Okay, we're gonna do this because this is me in real life right now, so we're just gonna... And we're gonna exist here for a little bit. You don't have to say anything, Jeena, just let us show you with love like you do. you guys are way too kind, okay? Way too kind. Way too kind. Yeah. Yeah, 500 euros is a lot. I do agree with that. I am gonna get the Switch too, though, but I am probably gonna hold out until the new Pokemon game. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna hold out until then, because before then there's Tales of the Shire, and there's also a bunch of Pokemon games that we need to do. Yeah, and you did get the blush. You get the in real life blush, and you get the virtual blush as well. All of the blushes. You even got the fan out. That normally doesn't happen in winter though, but it is summer, so you know. And who taught me the art of flattery? My chat taught me the art of flattery. Is my young friend all grown up now? Yeah. I'm an adult woman. So you're here, so you're here in place of Gita, are you? Mm-hmm. Just between you and me, I'm not exactly her biggest fan. That bewitching aura of hers overlaps too much with my own style. I can see that being a thing. So it may be for the best that she sends someone else for the job. Maybe so. Tales of the Shire, Pokemon, so much Pokemon, yes! And also the Minecraft. The mining of the crafts. We have so much stuff to do. I'll also hold out until Pokemon. Maybe I can even get a refurbished Switch 2 for cheaper until then. Yeah, you can actually, like, that might actually be a thing. Like the Switch 1, like, second hand, it popped up pretty quickly. So yeah, I hope so. Alright, fine. We do a 10-minute tactical in toilet break and regroup before continuing. No more love shower. You can wait until next stream, okay? I haven't decided what on earth I'm gonna stream next stream. I have decided it's gonna be Monday. So you can hold out until Monday, okay? I got my Switch 1 for cheaper since it had a scratch somewhere insignificant. Yeah. And if you play a lot with it docked, then it doesn't matter. So. I also love that there is a higher level of blush that is the fan. Yeah, there is. That is also mainly a heat situation, and just blush plus heat is fan. Doesn't matter what you stream, the love. Yeah, I can escape all I want. Hello, Seven. Welcome to stream. I hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Yes, I've been having a good day. It's the day after Midsummer. Woo! Not that I celebrated Midsummer, because I'm always way too busy just working with the hay and making sure that horses have food. So. Without further ado, are you ready to pursue quintessential beauty together? No, but okay. Oh, wonderful. Let's head out to the battle core. Yeah. I'm gonna demolish you with my little ghost. I'm also very much looking forward to the new Digimon Story game coming almost 2 weeks before say. Seems like you have a lot. I have never tried a Digimon game, and I've heard a lot of them are bad, so I might check one out, but I might not. I have so many games to play. There's a rune factory popping out. I think it's already popped out, to be perfectly honest. So yeah. The rush of exhilaration before a battle. Every cell in my body is humming with excitement. Having a totally amazing opponent such as yourself makes the feeling even more powerful. You know what? I'm really happy right now. A diamond in the rough that I helped to polish is now sparkling as bright as the finest of gems. Huh. Seeing others working so hard allows me to work hard myself and never shed a tear. Okay. Tulip is also doing the praising Jeena. That is flying straight over my head. I'm not accepting that at all. Sadness is not in my vocabulary after all. The closest emotion I allow is the beauty of surprise. I think sadness is a really valid emotion to have, though. Like, I think all of the emotions are here to serve a purpose. Like, my emotion that I struggle the most with is anger. I really, really dislike anger. But it's also a valid feeling. Like, when I'm angry because of something. And because that something is wrong. It's still a valid feeling. I played a bunch of Digimon Rumble Arena. Okay, Digimon Rumble. Okay. The Cyber Sleuth Digimon games were amazing, and the new One Time Stranger is a spiritual follow-up. But yeah, the Digimon World games were bad in my opinion. The TCG is fun, and remember having fun with Digimon Rumble on PS1. Okay, thank you. Help polish? Yeah, you also nearly broke it with your stupid fairy. Yeah, very stupid fairy. I remember this being a surprisingly rough battle because of the fairy. And also because my main way to deal with fairies is Neptune. But psychic, so every emotion, yes. It's important to control your emotions if it's possible. I mean, I think it's important to not, like, to not get consumed by your emotions. But emotions are important. She was the bane of my existence in my post-and-only run. I can understand that. I can really understand that. Allow me to teach you how to do true emotional... I thought she was gonna say true emotional damage. But yeah, true emotional spectrum practice. Okay. Hello Vagya, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Hold on, isn't that a dark type? Is it? Or is it normal? I don't know. I have no idea. It's normal. You little poopy McPoop face. I mean, we have like 20 levels, so maybe we're just gonna... I mean, Dragon Dance is not that good though. I'm gonna acrobatics. That did not a lot. Oh, it has crunch. Thank you, Freya. You are amazing. Freya is the best little thing that has ever occurred. And I want Aries to deal with this. You are not touching my ghost with that crunch. She may be 20 levels, but she is a fragile little glass cannon. And Ares is gonna crunch you instead. Freya really came up clutch many times. That she did. The carnivore! Festus. This is why we brought him. Also, yay, evil Jeena. Yes! I mean, I like Gardevoir, but flash cannon to the face. Exactly. Exactly my point. This is what this Gardevoir deserves. Well, you have a Gallade. Why on earth do you have a Gallade? What? No game audio? We don't have game audio. No, we don't. Why do we not have that? Now we do. Apparently OBS updated or something. I'm sorry, but now we have game audio. Yeah. This Gardevoir was a traitor to his kind. That it was. That it was. Didn't really notice just listening to Gina's great. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's neat set to have both Gallade and Gardevoir. Fair. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse him though. That did a surprisingly large amount. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse him again. You have a surprisingly strong Gallade. I can respect that. And also the Gallade hasn't wronged me, so... Is what now? I think it's the weird ostrich. So we're gonna send in Freya. It's gonna be fine. Gallade is toast now. Good job, ABC. Yes! ABC is amazing. Oh, the Paldea champion. Yes! Freya the Paldea champion. Yes! I like all of the titles. I'm gonna ghost him a ghost face on you. It's like a ostrich, yeah. I remember stuff. Oh, that is such a cool move, though. Just the ghost fire erupting. A floor. Why? Oh yeah, it's not gonna stay a fairy. Maybe we'll keep Freya out, because that's gonna be a full fairy. I'm shook and not in a good way. I'm pleasant surprised is something. That ostrich has a great shiny, by the way. Is it black? Like a proper ostrich? A fairy move, never mind, that didn't matter. Yeah. Didn't matter. I'm gonna Phantom Force this one too. Fergus has an amazing special defense, but less physical, so Freya's good here. Yes! Let's just pretend that I knew that. That's your most controversial opinion, anything. I dislike the Huen starters. I probably have a lot more controversial opinions, but when it comes to Pokemon, that is probably it. I know you had a Moonblast. stuff like that always has a moon blast. Not that it mattered, but, you know. You know, not the Hoenn starter, no. Yes, the Hoenn starters. I saw Cyclist are shiny for the first time recently. I kind of want to hunt it now. It is a good shiny. Hello, Faye. Welcome to stream. I hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. And also that you had a good stream. And yeah, that was fast because we had Freya on the job and Freya make sure to get the job done. Unless it's a giraffe. But otherwise, yes. And hello, James. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. A shocking glow up to the shawl. Yes! What do you mean glow up, by the way? I've always been this awesome, and my dragons have always been this awesome. Was good, man. The deep conversations. Ooh, that is nice. I'm gonna have to check up on that later. You're the total package. I expected no less. Beauty, strength. No! You've got it all. Strength, I can agree with it. The other one, no. As you know, in my line of work, people who lack talent in one area or the other often fade away quickly, never to be heard of again. Met with all kinds of setbacks, they fall into corruption in their desperation and end up even more miserable than the mundane do. Yeah, if all you have is talent and I don't back it up with work, yeah, you're gonna be miserable. It would be better for those people if they never had the slightest bit of talent to begin with. I don't know. Don't fade away, Jeena. I want to see just how far your talent can go. And so do I. You got it all, now be a model for her. No, I'm not gonna be her model. No. No! I do love her style and vibe. Yeah, except that she has fairies. So that's obnoxious to deal with. This can be a promise between us. I hope you won't break it. You did splendidly today. Thank you for everything. Yeah. Okay. Now, we switch the team up a bit, because I kind of feel like I want to do the double battle thing. And if I'm gonna do the double battle thing, I'm gonna... Quetzal is coming along, okay? I know I can sit on the bench for a while, and we're just gonna start with Quetzal and Neptune. I feel like that is a good starting position. We're not gonna need toxic spikes. I'm not sure I want to use toxic spikes even. Who else was on the team? Viscade was on the team. Loki was definitely on the team. Why is only Freya the champion? I'm very sure Nua was on the team as well. Hello? Oh, I need to sign it. Okay. I've already done that for... No, I'm pretty sure. Now, who else was on the team? Hermes might have been on the team. Hermes was on the team. Good to know. I'm gonna do that later. I think this is a good team. I think we're gonna switch out Ares for Skadi. Mainly because then we can just pop off to the ice thingamabob. I mean, Catsoul is not putting his foot in the ice place, but, you know. Her relationship with Dendra, the awesome battle teacher, is great fun. That it is, as well. Ma'am, I battle you twice and never see you again. Yes. Yes. We also need to heal. So. That is a thing that we need to do. No, no. Don't stand in my way, dude. I definitely did not just barrel straight into him for some unknown reason. It was his fault. He had a magnet. Or something. We're getting the band back together. Yes! I think you have to settle the choices in place. Yes, yes. Good old Hermes, it has been a while. That it has. It really has. It's just that... like a normal dragon is not that type diverse when all you have is dragons. Okay. So we're gonna go across the Great Crater and up into the mountains. And we're gonna do this first. Don't freeze again, thank you. Oh, I can just... there we go. Hey, I'm driving here in New York accent. Yes! I cannot do accents, though. But yeah. Hello, Flavio. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Where on earth am I? There we are. Bum, bum. Oh, there. What? ¿Qué pasa? I have forgotten how to answer that, but basically he just said, what's going on? Or how are you? Something of that sort. I mean, I personally feel like soy bien would be an acceptable answer to that, but I have forgotten most of my Spanish, so don't trust me. But I seem to recall a great Scottish accent. Nah! I can attempt to do a Scottish accent, but maybe answer with bueno. Oh, he's a little cute ghost fish. It was a tea ghost. I wanted to geek out over the tea ghost because that is such a cute little Pokemon. A ghost monotype run would be interesting because then I could have both of the Sinisties. Honestly though, Sinistra would be the only one because that actually has useful typings. Sinistea is pure ghost type and that's not gonna be very useful. Just nod your head and hope for the best. Yes. Yeah, I feel like that is what I did. I don't know much Spanish either. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it isn't my little, if it isn't my little challenger, Jeena. What brings you back here, baby? Finally ready for that rap battle? I'm here for the gym inspection. Hold on, you're telling me La Primera sent you to check out my gym? So instead of her, I get you? She sent a rookie champion instead of coming out here herself? Doesn't she know who I am? Ghost type Nuzlocke run is College Violet. No. No. No, no. Rhyme with a Scottish accent would make for a wild rap career. Yeah. Jeena now needs to give her sister that accent as well. Oh no. Sorry I got heated there. Don't worry though. You aren't the one who struck that nerve, lass. Oh well, I was just thinking I'd like to see you again anyway. Guess this is just how fate has it. If we're doing this, let's do it. Ready to show me how strong all of those adventures made you?
Yeah. I's a little dreepy. I said, we have so many cute ghosts. We have dragon ghosts and we have tea ghosts. We have 2 tea ghosts.
Only 1 dragon ghost though, so. So Arceus and Rhyme are from the same country then? I mean, Rhyme is just so awesome that she has spoken to Arceus that many times that she has picked up his accent. So, yeah. Who else could I give the Scottish accent? Yes. And also, funnily enough, the people I don't like, I give them a Swedish accent. Right now I've forgotten who I gave the Swedish accent to though, but it was someone that I couldn't stand, so. It feels like just yesterday you were here for your gym test. Now you're all championed up and out doing errands for La Primera herself. Tell you something, you get to be my age, time starts passing you by fast. Don't you give them the bad Swedish accent? Yeah, I do. But that sentimental style is not worth my while. Time to kick a rhyme and hit with the floor. Let's go! I am speaking the language of the gods. Yes. My spirit's burning, jarring to get this battle churning. You best be ready to begin. Our little champion is coming into her own. Come on, baby, rattle me down to the bone.
Yeah.
Jeena, would you please learn the German accent? I give it to someone because of reasons that are totally not me being German. I think I know way too little German to pull that off. I'm gonna need to watch so many German YouTubers to actually get that going. We could give Carmine the bad Swedish accent because siblings, we would have to give it to Kieran as well. Yeah, Carmine is not getting the Swedish accent. For the sole reason of Kieran is way too much of a cinnamon bun for that.
Yes, but not fairy.
We gotta deal with the fairy. I mean, we have Neptune, but I kind of wanted Neptune to set things up. I'm not sure I have the option to do that now. I mean, Neptune is level 91. We're gonna Venoshock the Mimikyu because no! No! Oh, I forgot about the disguise. Neptune is getting pumped, he's getting all of the pumps. What? Why do you have icy wind? Why? Okay, this is obnoxious and we need to deal with both of you. So. Just get out of my sight. That would be awesome.
Get out of my sight, you chippy.
I did not think... Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Neptune. I did not think this battle was gonna be this rough. You do the 5-headed... That was a 1-headed thing. I mean, it worked out fine, though. Quetzal tanks like a champ. That he does. And then we have a Spiritomb, and we got a Houndstone. I think we're gonna shear on Neptune because I fear Quetzal is not long for this world. Toxic Spice is just gonna go for 1 now, so that's not gonna be a thing. We're gonna Scold. I feel like the Spiritomb is the scarier of the two. I'm gonna go for Houndstone. Quetzal only did 1 because it's not time yet to go all out. Yeah, apparently not. No, I don't like the curses. That Houndstone is tanky. Huh. Okay, we're gonna Freya. This is a double-edged sword, I am well aware. But Freya is amazing. So. Yeah. Freya is good. Yeah, Freya is very good. Freya is quick. Neptune crit again. Neptune always crits. Base. No. Who on earth did that? That is gonna aim for Freya probably. Can I protect Freya in some way? I don't think I can. So Freya's gonna have to tank that. Hopefully. Oh, it went for Neptune. Huh. Yeah, Neptune might cry. Okay, fine. We're gonna switch out Neptune because I don't want Neptune crying. No! My poor boy! Ebisu is gonna avenge his cousin. Neptune served as well for this battle. Neptune was the best. And Freya's gonna Phantom Force this TV. And we're gonna do 1 Dragon Dance. I mean, it definitely is on the electric side, but Ebisu shouldn't. Like, that's gonna be neutral damage, and Ebisu is a tank. I have come to respect these little guys from when I faced the mean dragon lady in Johto. I had Canon Ebisu being like all starry-eyed about his cool cousin Neptune. Yeah. They definitely are two peas in a pod at the very least. And Neptune is definitely the older one, and Ebisu is definitely the yeah. Ebisu comes in and does stuff when Neptune doesn't do the stuff for unknown reasons. Yeah, it's Dragon Pulse, this thing. Like, I know I only have one Dragon Pulse, but you're way too cocky for this. You. I honestly thought Freya was faster than Ebisu, though. Ebisu is one quick boy. I'm about to turn your world upside down, Mrs. with Hex. Yeah. And that's kind of what happens when you aim for Freya, and Freya is in the ghost realm. Yes. Ebisu had one dragon dance in, though. Yeah, you did. Like, someday it would be really, really fun to just dragon dance a bunch and then just, you know, demolish an entire team. Oh, Dragon Dance made Ebisu faster. Ooh, I see. I forgot that. I thought Dragon Dance just did the attacking stuff. But yeah. Yeah. Dragon Dance 3 times in sweep. Yeah, that would be fun. I have yet to do that, and then that would be really, really awesome to just pull off sometime. I want to try to do that with Larry. Because next is the ice thing, and I doubt that's gonna be a possibility. But for that we need a physical move, otherwise Dragon Dance not gonna do much though. Yeah, fair. Fair. Can Ebisu learn any physical dragon moves because of Dragon Dance? I don't know, we can check. Ha! What? Wasn't expecting you to rattle me that much. You caught me off guard just like Shadow Sneak. And because I used that move. Sorry for calling you a Ricky. Hope we're good. I just wanted to prove the strengths of ghost types to Jeeta, but I guess I got carried away. Yeah, the real deal, my friend. I can guarantee you that. From here on out, Rhyme's got your back. Thank you. If you run into any Vexen trainers or Hexen specters, you might give me a call. Now, you go enjoy this big wide world the fullest, you hear me? Later, less. Ebisu can learn Outrage from TM and Scale Shot. Ooh. Love the Scottish rapper, yes! People we like or powerful beings, we turn them Scottish. Oh, I just remembered we made Volo Swedish. I'm pretty sure Volo is the one that we made Swedish. Hello? Okay, here I am. I exist in this world. And we're gonna fly over, because why not? It's over here. Oh. So you forgot to do all the post-game rematches? Not really forgot. More like headed straight into the DLC. So it's way more of oh, I need to do the rematches to get into the other stuff. So yeah, to do the Petra Brunt thingamabob, I need to battle the gym leaders, and therefore I battle the gym leaders. Yeah, Quetzal is not setting his foot in this gym. It's ice. He's got a 4 times weakness. It's a no. I'm not really sure. Let's bring Nuwa instead. I do remember teaching Nuwa a fire type move. Maybe I actually taught Loki a fire type move as well. Pretty sure I did that too. Let's bring Loki instead. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. I can't have 2 dragon steels. That's new. Quetzal prefers cozy warmth. Yes. Quetzal is a very... Oh yeah, Loki is 4 times weak as well. Good call. I forgot about that for some unknown reason. Know what it is. Now. Yeah. Can I remember a fire type? Yeah, flamethrower. See? See? Yeah, we're gonna remember flamethrower. We have a bunch of special attacks. It's fine. I don't think Muddy Water is a thing that we're gonna want. Thunder is a fun move to have. So we're just gonna get rid of Muddy Water. We have Ebisu for the water stuff. If Ebisu can actually hit the things. But sometimes he does. I have to go to work. Have fun rest of the stream. Bye bye, Lifty. Have a lovely day at work. Have a lovely day at work. I will never forget my plan A against Cynthia. Yeah, I know. I definitely should have remembered. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That's gonna be good enough. We should definitely give Neptune an item to hold, though. Honestly. It seems to be very... Do I not? Yeah, I have one singular Yachi berry. There we go. Let's see. Where on earth do we go? There we go. Ooh, money. Hello, treasure. Thank you. You got to remember to get all of the treasure when you're a dragon type trainer because of all of the you need a hoard of gold for the dragons to sleep in. Very important. Hello, cutie! Huh? I recognize you. You were here to hit the slopes? I don't recall the snow being too good today. I'm keen to say hi! What? Okay, no, I really don't understand what you're up to. Fine, Geeta told me to do stuff. But, yeah. Ah, yes, treasure, because Jeena to be dragon as well. I am probably partly dragon, yes. Oh, I see. You're here to cover for Geeta. So your dream came true. You're a champion rank now. You must be so happy. Yeah. I really want to give Gresha a hug. Yeah. Gresha deserves all of the hugs. He's good. Tulip was basically fangirling over us and Gresha like, oh, you, who are you again? I know, but he's so relatable. Oh, my bad. That sounded a lot more sarcastic than I'd intended. Don't get me wrong, I really think it's amazing, just, it's complicated for me, that's all. I think he's the most Swedish out of all of these gym leaders. That's why I'm just like, yes! Anyway, you came to test my skills, right? Let's just get this over with. Which character besides Carmine would you not hug? The headmaster I wouldn't hug. And some of the people on Blueberry Academy, but most of these, it's just like, some of them I'm like, come here, give me a hug. And some of them I'm like, okay, you want to give me a hug? That's fine. I wouldn't hug Getsis. Yeah, I was more like, in this particular game. If we go into a lot of different games, there's a lot of people I wouldn't hug. Yeah, I thought it was just in Scarlet and Violet. I would give the entire team Star, Leadership, and Penny a hug. Yeah, I would too. Not the bullies in them, but the leadership, yes. They deserve a hug. Let's head outside. You'd best hope it's not snowing. I feel so sorry for him. He's just a little traumatized baby. The only pole I would ever... The only pole I would ever touch Getsis with is a 10 gigavolt one.
Yes.
And only Scarlet and Violet. What does hug Sarah know? It would be like, nah. Yeah. Well, tough luck for you. The snowy mountains are on my side today. Oh no. Clavelod hug, he's a sweetheart. He's kind of the true professor to us. He even gave us the Pokémon and it's named after a tree. If Clavel really wanted a hug, I would probably hug him, but I would not be initiating that. These league mandated inspections happen a few times a year. If we don't show we're up for the job, we'll lose our positions as gym leaders. Geet always says it's just a formality, but I've already had to give up on being a pro snowboarder. If she takes away the talents I still have to show, then what will be left?
See, he's just a traumatized little baby.
Sorry, didn't mean to bring the temperature down. It's simple enough, really. All I need to do is make sure the power of my Pokémon chills you to the bone. They will, I have dragons. Believe me, you're the most scary person thus far. I am just extremely happy that you sent out a nice bug, but I'm also extremely happy that we don't have a fairy type gym leader.
But I'm gonna flamethrower.
Gresha do be in a rough spot, I feel for him. I definitely do too.
Our Clive, that's a completely different person.
Completely different. Therefore Clive is okay. Also would not be initiating that. Beartech, we're gonna keep current Pokemon. Clive I would either hug more or less than Clavel depending on what he said before the hug. Also fair. I'm gonna flamethrower this little bear. Ice bear. I like flamethrower. Yeah, burning the poor moth. At least he saw the light one last time.
Yes. I said, sit tight. I am gonna keep my current Pokemon.
The moth got deep fried and charred at once.
Yes. Oh, it's even bigger than Nua. That's cool.
Yeah, I highly doubt we outwaste this target. We're gonna flamethrower.
And it's burnt. Nice.
I really like how tanky Nuba is. I was like, I wasn't nervous, but I was slightly just very cautious. I honestly thought we were gonna go down to half, maybe slightly more, but no. I got a flamethrower again. I'd hug Saguara, the buff pink teacher with the sweet tooth. I feel like he'd give amazing bear hugs. Yeah. And also our dad. Gotta hug dad. The art teacher, but I forgot his name. Weavile. I'm definitely gonna keep current Pokemon. And this might be a heavy slam situation. Ah, you're fast. I can respect being fast. Oh yeah, Hassel, that's it. That's it. Sagora could carry me like a 10 toddler. Probably. Altari, I'm gonna keep current Pokemon because that is fine. The one looks so bored but still kind like, oh, you actually thought that would hurt me. Okay, I'll pretend that hurts for a bit. Okay, no flamethrower. Yeah, Nuva is the best. She's cute. Okay, I'm gonna let you actually hurt Nuva and we're gonna thunder instead. As it frees, let it snow. Let it pile up on top of us. Yes! Or no, not really, please, but yeah. Nuva Solo's the scariest too. Yeah. Nuva definitely does that. Oh, we got a Dragon Pulse. Okay, that's fine. This is so insane. Like, that was a Dragon Pulse. I mean, it's not stab anymore. But... yeah, Yono would just make it into content. I wouldn't hug Yono. Like, that is way too much energy. I feel slightly bad for him. I feel very bad for him. I just knew I just soloed his entire team and he was just being like, I am slightly scared of not being good enough because what, I'm gonna have nothing left. And I'm just like, yeah, one dragon is gonna be enough. Great, now the world gets to see the Huggies. Fair. I feel like Huggies is a private matter though, so. Your burning passion. Yeah, very burning this passion, yes. I kinda like it, to be honest. Though, didn't Yona use her reach to find a missing Pokemon or something in the anime? Oh, that is good. So she has good sides. She just likes the money and attention. She definitely likes the attention. So much money. Man, Gita must really have it out for me. Sending someone there's no way I could beat. You're good though. Still, no regrets on my part. I gave it everything I had. That you did. I hit you full force and I lost anyway. It made me feel frustrated. It makes me want to become stronger as a gym leader. Put more of myself into it. You should! You're awesome! You're the best around! I thought my passion had frozen over, but you rekindled it for me. Ah, you need a hug. Thanks, Jeena. Yeah, you need a hug. I won't lose next time. You'll see. Hug! Try not to catch a cold on your way down the mountain, eh? I'm fine, I'm a Viking. I say it while I definitely have a cold. Oh, that Katie the Viking. Oh, yes. Yeah, I would also hug Katie. She's the sweetest. And also, I would hopefully get free treats. Yeah, Katie's very sweet and makes sweet pastries. Yes. I love pastries. And Katie is awesome. She's happy, Grusha. My day habits improved immensely. Yeah! I know. And Grusha needs a hug. I'm very saddened by the fact that I could not hug Grusha. Wrong button. Very wrong button. Okay, fine. We'll go up and heal first. So, that is the thing that we're gonna do. And it's a turn. And we turn, and we skedaddle off. And then we heal. Hello? It's not that late. It's not even 11. Hello, Jonah. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Lyle. Welcome. Bum, ba-dum, bum. And hello, Sil. Hello, Ame. Hello, Serenity. Hello, Lysandra. Welcome. Welcome. I saw you had the anniversary today. I hope you had a really lovely stream. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum. We did a sex off key in the karaoke, oh no. But it was probably fun though. Hope it was at least. And yeah, happy fourth anniversary. It was 4th anniversary. I remembered it was the anniversary, but yeah. And hello, Nix. Welcome to stream. Welcome. To be honest, Jonah was late celebrating it by 3 weeks. Oh no. Yeah, I normally actually get to do my anniversary on time. I normally don't do stuff for it, but I normally let it stream. Like last anniversary I did nothing. The one before that is when this lovely little model debuted. That I have then not switched because my lord, the other one, is not keeping up. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, go into the next. Should be all better. Yes! Do we need to switch our team though? That is the biggest question. I feel like we need to bring Loki along because Loki has not been out for a bit. And once again, I highly doubt we need 2 steel types. And Quetzal is such a double battle Pokemon that they... I mean, we haven't brought Hermes along. But that's gonna be rough for Hermes. He's like 20 levels below the rest of them. So that's... no. And Jeena is fine, but I prefer Ebisu. I like Ebisu. Ebisu is one of my favorites. I still owe you a shiny Eevee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Alright, I gotta raise and run though. I hope you have a lovely stream. Thank you, Jono, and I look really forward to tomorrow. I hope we're doing tomorrow, by the way. Oh, hello, Mimikyu. Oh wait, I have said hello to Mimikyu already. I forgot. Sorry. Rayford, I don't really trust. I forgot who Rayford is. There are so many names that I'm forgetting. Who are we starting with? We're starting with Ebisu. Obviously. I mean, I should start with Neptune and set up some toxic spikes. But that feels very mean. And we're not gonna be that mean to this lovely little fellow. Yeah. Alright, for the awesome history teacher. Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust Rayford. No hug. Where on earth is the thing? This is way too big of a city for me. There are proper, not... I don't think you would call these a skyscraper, but to my little country bumpkin head, these are skyscrapers. Where on earth is the thing? Here is the thing. Salvatore, I don't trust. No, I'm good with Salvatore. Rayford feels like she could be the next gen's villain. Yeah. Yeah. And especially with the ghost hair. Okay. We should probably do the ruin Pokemon at some point as well. We haven't done that at all. They're weak to fighting. I didn't bring my fighting along. I highly doubt we're gonna use that. It's time for a meeting with the boss, but seems I've got a visitor with no appointment instead. He seems so tired. And also, this man is Elite 4. Why on earth does he need to do the rematches at his gym and not the Elite 4 thingamabob building? This is absolutely something she'd do. No, I understand everything, I assure you. I look forward to our battle then. Briar did child endangerment out of incompetence and passion. Rayford would just sacrifice us. Yes, exactly my point. Briar would also not get a hug. That is even more incompetent than both of the headmasters together. So. Oh, of course, it's no problem. La Primera is my boss, so I have to do as she says. But now she's ordering students around. Yeah. I talk a lot. I see. So you're helping the boss free up some time to enter a tournament at the academy. Well, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. I'd never let myself get roped up in, like... get roped in like that. Well, let's knock this task off our list then. No use wasting time, shall we? Yes! Since when are you against sacrificing others? I'm against it when you sacrifice me, or kids, or my squires, as in you guys. No sacrifice of the cavalry. The cavalry stays intact. I'm all for sacrificing others. That's fine. She might sacrifice people I like, so no, against that. Exactly. I'm against sacrifice when it is someone I like. I am all for sacrificing when I am the one doing the sacrificing. There's a difference. Hello Sharon, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Let's head to the treasure eatery then. Yes. I feel like Larry has such a bored voice. Like he's just fed up with absolutely everything. You already faced me during the elite tests, so I doubt this will leave much of an impression on you. In any case, let's get started, shall we? I'll be facing you in my role as a gym leader, so I'm gonna use my regular team. They all belong to the normal type. Normal as in plain, average, unremarkable, run-of-the-mill. Normal Pokemon are pretty cool. Don't talk down on your own team. I'm pretty fond of them, you know. I can find he wasn't talking down on them. Hello, Erase and Nogs. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. They suit me perfectly. I'm about as ordinary as you can get. You're pretty cool, though. People, Pokemon, there's no need to overcomplicate things. Nowadays, people only seem to want a shock factor. Something weird, something bizarre. Yeah. something as bizarre as a regular working man that's also a gym leader. About the moment, if I wasn't, I would have been, wait, here earlier? Oh, okay, okay. Well, that is fine. I'm just glad you showed up. Okay. At the end of the day, though, nothing beats the relief of coming home, even after a fun vacation. When all is said and done, simplicity is strongest. Yeah.
Keep it simple, silly. Kiss.
Always remember the kiss rule.
Keep it simple. Oink along. Oink oink. He's a piggy-wiggy.
The boss takes some getting used to, you know? You've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna hydro pump. Oh, it's a tanky pig.
Ebushu tanky as well though, so it's fine. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse you.
There we go. Oh, it's a critical hit. Ah, that's a good boy, Ebisu.
Oh, here's the Dunsparce. Yeah, let's switch out Pokemon. Loki hasn't got into battle stuff in a while, so yeah. Good job, BBC. Yes! I left a good job. I don't know why music just suddenly stopped being nice. Hello? Why are we this way? The temperature is fine. Okay. The music cannot deal with this awesomeness. Yeah, we're gonna Dragon Rush. Well, yeah, static Pokemon, yeah. I'm gonna pull down the music and so that you guys don't need to hear it. At the very least. I'm gonna pop it out, like... I'm gonna... Why no Dragon Rush? Interestingly enough, the sound is way after what's going on. That's pretty interesting. I mean, the sound is back to not being static, but it's like several seconds late. Okay. Interesting. Come on. Yeah, let's switch Pokemon because Loki got kind of a beating. And let's go with Skadi because same reason. Why not Dragon Rush? Because he's not 100% accurate. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was way too focused on the weird music being really weird. Yeah, it's drowsing, so we're gonna just icicle crash the tiny little thing. That's gonna be fine. That was fine. And yeah, it probably needs a restart or something. I mean, we have switched thus far, so why not continue switching? And we have gotten with Freya a lot today. But I missed Freya, okay? The tea is gone. You're super smart? Yeah, I'm sure.
Ah, hiccup.
Larry gets to see most of the team. That it does. That is how much I... yeah, Phantom Forces no... Okay, fine. We're gonna Dragon Darts in that case. I forgot about the normal types. But this worked. This was fine. Share some smartness, please. Yes, do share some smartness. I'm gonna switch Pokemon and we're gonna pull in Neptune. And I am gonna shut this off because that is way too distracting when I get the noises several seconds after. Okay, scared you. Now Hiccup should be gone.
Yes, Hiccup is gone.
It was scared Hiccup from no tea left. I guess that is thing. Like in Swedish it's like skrämselhicka, which basically is scared hiccup. I don't know. Get 90% in science and Spanish. That is good. That's very good. But yeah, Neptune is gonna battle and we're gonna Venoshock. Last time I had a hiccup, it was violent. Oh no. Yeah, I haven't had a violent hiccup in a while. Like, my last was definitely like a proper hiccup that was just going on and on and on. It was not fun. And I disliked it heavily. But it was just a little and then it was done. So yeah, Venoshock the Staraptor. That is she. Good. Now we're gonna outrage. Because it was outrage that you're hitting my Neptune. Very outraging. Outrageous. There we go. A third serving of defeat, huh? It also went on and on and on, then it stopped and shortly after it continued. Oh no! And it was actually starting to hurt and tire me out. No. That doesn't seem nice at all. I passed math, English, science, Spanish, geography, TD? What on earth is TD? Music and ICT. Same with ICT, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, good idea. And Jeena just sings all the music. Definitely down for that. Yeah, that could be a thing. You're a bit too much for an average Joe like me to handle. But I think I understand now. Why I was told to use flying types when I battle as a member of the Elite Four, I mean. Oh. There is scenery you'll never even notice if you stick to flat, well-trodden paths. It'll do me good to admire talent that soars as high as yours from time to time. Well, if the boss says I should do so, I'll do so. She won't catch me doing it for fun, though. In any case, I've been strictly told to cut down on my overtime hours, so I'll call it a day. Good on you, Larry! I am doing so much overtime. Technology and design are TD. Oh, and ICT is computer. Huh. Here, all of that would be just technology. Like, technology is such a big subject. Like, you build bridges, and you program tiny little robots, and you build electronic things. And we also just design an object in 3D and 3D print it. There's so much things to do in technology. I love that Larry has 2 kids in the TCG manga, and you can actually see him happy with them. Oh, that is so cute! Imagine dying of hiccups. What a weird way to go out. That would be such a weird way. I don't know if you could do that, but yeah, that does sound... no. Yeah, sound is still off. Hello, am I speaking to Champion Jeena? This is Geeta. How is your inspection of the gyms going? It's going fine. Yeah, I've done them all. You've done a wonderful job, thank you. I was informed by each of the gym leaders that you stopped by to see them. I knew giving you this task was the right decision. All of them seemed quite happy for the opportunity to battle you. Now, I would like the inspection report from you in person. Join me at the academy in the entrance hall. I will be waiting for you there. Nice. Yeah, good that you are saving. I am gonna save that you have saved. Nice. And now we're gonna pop it there for just a little while we just restart this. Very interesting, because I stopped. I mean, if I just do that, then that's not really gonna, because that's gonna be blue. But we're gonna try and see if this works. Oh yeah, I need to connect the controller again. Of course I need to connect the controller again. Brim brim. I'm gonna start the software. Okay, I think the sound is good. So that we can have some sound again. Yeah. It's occurring at the same time as I do the thing. That is a good thing. As the sound is not just several moments later. How is the inspection going? It's been months! Definitely has been a while, yeah. Yes, welcome back, Sand. Yes, I passed art. That is nice. That is nice. Oh yeah, I should probably go. I should heal my team. I think the healification thing is somewhere approximately here. Yay! I was gonna save the save, otherwise the saving isn't actually saved. Exactly! I learned that from Sims. Because Sims is a game that is obnoxious and crashes basically every few hours. And if it crashes, and you have played for 2 hours, it's not fun. King and the rest of your team should be all better now. Yes. Come back and see us again wherever you need. Thank you. I think me saving and then saving closely after those started with Paper Mario. And I think I played that before Sims. I'm not sure though. I was about to pick that mushroom up. Now, you looked slightly different shade of blue. I got confused. Okay. Now I need to go here. Not that we're gonna do much. We're basically just gonna start the thing and then we're gonna just, you know. Yeah, but no, EA gotta release an even buggier expansion because why fix bugs when you can add even more stuff that doesn't work properly? Yeah. Yep. I don't have anything more to say to that. Yep, that is exactly how stuff is being played. Why here, by the way? Yeah, why not here? I feel like this would be the more logical choice. Not here. But, okay, fine. I'm gonna put Neptune in front.
Because Neptune is cute!
And sadly Neptune can't come inside, but you know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But what if it didn't work in the first place? Yep. There's so many bugs. And like, I have vowed to not play Sims again and to not buy any Sims stuff. But the pack that's coming out this summer is basically an apothecary thing. And I can be an apothecary and a fairy, which basically means that I can be a mix between Hyacinth and Spira. And that would be really cool. But I don't want to give EA any of my money. And it's way too much money for what it is.
But there is a want.
Not a big want, but there is one. What is my favorite Pokemon game including spin-offs and fan-made? Mine is Sword and Shield, they were my first. Probably Legends Arceus. For me. Scarlet and Violet are really up there as well. As is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But yeah. Probably those. But yeah, another slice of Sim 3 Supernatural expansion pack being sold separately. Yeah. Yep. And like, the fairies probably aren't good. They are probably overpowered. Because that's something that I feel like the Sims 3 did really well. Like, all of them had strengths and weaknesses. And in Sims 4, like, the mermaids are broken. Not to mention the witches. The witches are broken. If you have a witch... Having a witch in Sims 4 is playing on easy mode.
Hello.
Tall lady. Good day, Champion Jeena. Now, tell me, what do you think of our entrance hall? Do you enjoy being surrounded by books? Yes. I do. That's good to hear. It was renovated a few years ago and I was the one who came up with the new design. Okay. But more importantly, I would very much like to hear your report on the gym leaders. Now that I think about it, this location is perhaps a bit too public.
Yeah.
Which is why I should have come to you. Do you know of anywhere quiet where we might be able to discuss things a bit more discreetly? Please tell me I'm not bringing her into my room. I have not played Pokémon, so I haven't played any fan-made games actually. I kind of want to stream this little gym of mine or something like that because of dragons. But we'll see. Sims 3 had issues, but at least it was trying stuff and just succumbed under the open world and stuff. Sims 4 doesn't even seem to try. I feel like Sims 3 worked until the Happy Holidays or Vacation or whatever the mermaids appeared on, and then it broke and nothing got fixed. And I feel like that is kind of when they started just, yeah. Because mermaids, I literally had to uninstall mermaids to play Sims 3. Which made Tiny me very sad because I liked the mermaids with the pretty colors. But I couldn't play it, it just... the more mermaids were in the world, the more it broke. Like, it was... I couldn't. Pokerog is fun, actually made it to the end in a few times. That is cool. That is good. I finished normal mode. I went to like 300-ish in Infinite before getting bored and stopping. The Island Paradise expansion was very buggy, true, but I think some mods fixed that, or at least helped. Yeah, I only got some mods that helped. I also had a very old computer, a very old laptop. The same laptop that forgot that it had Windows every now and then. So might also be a computer issue at that point, but Island Paradise was rough. I feel like I'm getting into my room and I don't want her in my room. We are in my room. I haven't, but I hatched ground on Pokerog with Solar Blade and Cobalion with Behemoth Blade and Workup. That is nice. So this is the dorm room where you live. Yes, that I am not allowed to decorate. I'm still upset about that. I want to buy stuff, like plushies, and decorate. Like the Gen 4 games. I wonder, is this room what helps nurture your potential as a champion? Yeah, because I didn't want to stay here. Ah, wait, I remember now. You only recently moved into the dormitories. Yeah, I only recently came to the school. In the near future, perhaps I'll pay your family's home a visit if I may. Yeah, that would honestly have been better. I would love to decorate my own dorm room in this game. It would be Rayquaza galore. Yeah, it would be Neptune galore. I love the purple. Do want to collect all the Sims 3 expansions again and try to set out with modern hardware and mods and stuff to see if I can get it to run properly. I kind of feel like you should, at least with mods. The club room decorations were quite good. Yeah, I mean, fine, but I haven't gotten to do that. We just sped through all of that. Anyway, let's just get to the topic at hand. I would very much like to hear your report now that you've inspected the gym leaders. Tell me, which gym leader did you feel was the easiest to face in battle? Yono? Oh, Yono. Next, which gym leader left the strongest impression on you? Rhyme, probably. Of course you'd say Rhyme. Then, which gym leader gave you the most trouble during battle? Tulip! Tulip, I would have to agree. Yeah, the fairies! Next is the last most important question. Which gym leader did you like the most? Grusha! My little sweet cinnamon bun! You showed my profile. I see that. I see that. Black and white style is so good. It is really, really good. And welcome back, Fox, after the dinner. Yes. Imagine the one you trash on the most gets booted and like a student gets put up gets put in their place. Which is why I said Yono, because I would not cry. Those are all the questions I have. Thank you very much for your help on this. Your perspective was fascinating, Champion Jeena. And it was definitely not fueled by my personal feelings against the gym leaders. I mean, except the one that I struggled the most with, because that battle was rough. No, Larry just gets to run the gym as well. Yeah. That would be fun. I have no doubt it will assist me when running the organization. Please accept this as thanks.
I got a King's Rock.
Woo! My profile is no Scarlet and Violet.
That's pretty cool. It's way too tiny of a picture for me to see that, but pretty cool.
Yono and Jeena collab when we've already had one.
That was enough.
You put the King's Rock in your bag. Yes, yes.
Would be good for speedy Pokemon to have, like Freya.
Thanks to you, my schedule has cleared up quite significantly. So I will most definitely be joining the tournament we discussed in the director's office. Yeah, that we discussed a couple of months ago. Sure. When Jono is ready to collab with someone who has actual talent. No. When I am ready to collab someone that is that obsessed with themselves, which is probably never. I'm sure Champion Nemona will be pleased too. She will. Well, thanks for letting me visit. I should get back to work now. You must be tired. I suggest you take it easy for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Done after saving. Is this enough to start the Petra run thingamabob?
I should rest for today.
Fine. I just want the Petra run thingamabob.
Thanks to Nemona's pushing in a bit of cooperation from the Pokemon League, the day finally arrived for the great Pokemon battle competition to be held.
Nice.
Hello, Nemona. Actual good friend. Hey, Jeena. I'm so glad we just managed to get everything ready for the Academy Ace tournament. Oh yeah, that's what we decided to officially name the tournament. It's a good name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go to bed, Jeena.
Yeah.
And Jeena is like, no. I think you need to do one run of the tournament. Maybe. I'm gonna go. I'm super tired. Really need some sleep. Thank you for stream. Hope to see you on Monday. Hope to see you too on Monday. And hopefully more Pokemon soonish. We soonish done with Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, very much soonish. But also there's a lot of endgame things, and we haven't done the ruins, like treasures. I don't know if we want to do them, but we haven't done them. I definitely want to do the Petra run thing. But yeah. Good night, Neo. Have a lovely night's rest. And I hope to see you Monday.
And sleep tight. And group hug. Group hug.
Well, I hope you have a great rest. I wish you can heal nicely and sleep greatly until next time, Neo. Yeah, do take care of yourself, Neo. I really hope you feel better soon. Yeah. And that the next few days aren't too rough. We also have 2 secrets Jeena could check out. Apparently we have secrets to check out. But then Arvin went and said we should call it the School Battle Brawl. And then even Director Cowbell got into calling it that, so now I'm just like, I Anyway, how are you feeling, Jeena? In the mindset to do some winning? Not really, I just want to get this done so I can do other cool stuff, but sure. Thank you everyone, good physical therapy Wednesday, so fingers crossed we'll take care. Yee. Do relax and just take care of yourself until then. There's that enthusiasm. I was not enthusiastic, but yeah. Show us what a champion is made of. It's so cool that La Primera is going to make a guest appearance, thanks to your hard work. I wish I didn't have my hands full with all the behind the scenes admin stuff. I won't even get to do any battling myself, but I'll seize the chance to do some objective research into what makes you so good. That's kind of it. Yep. When you do stuff like you kind of really needs to just, when you do a tournament like that or something, like it's so weird, but you just need to put all of the other students in the first room and just watch them have fun. Yeah. Anyway, let's get going. I'll meet you at the front desk in the entrance hall. No stalling. This is why I just like organizing things. Yeah. I mean, for the seniors, we organize kind of like homecoming stuff, but something like that. We don't really have that here, but something like it. Like a ball. It's not a ball, but it's a party. With dancing. But I actually danced a lot. But that was mainly to make sure that the kids felt like they could. So I was the one who actually started dancing, and I pulled some kids up that I knew was just gonna be fine with it. She wants to talk to me? Why does she want to talk to me? Everybody wants to talk to me. Not everybody, but a whole lot of people. I am very confused as to why. I'm gonna go to the entrance window. Do you want to be the dancing queen? Probably. Like some of the rowdy boys one of the rowdy boys just like the day before or something was like, Jeena! Wait, I think it was his friends that were just screaming across the parking lot like, hey, Jeena, this dude wants to dance with you! Can you dance with him tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then they went on talking about that a whole lot, and yeah, we danced twice. It was fine. The kids who actually could dance, they were busy dancing with one another. And I am honestly tired. So we are gonna save. I'm gonna pop there. And now I can just sleep mode, thank you, because otherwise it's gonna be weird. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine, oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Woo, see that night Watch that stream, dig in the dancing Jeena. Woo, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I'm tired. Singing stream as well. Nice. Of course we have a singing stream. It's not a Jeena stream if I'm not singing randomly. I miss hearing Jeena sing. I miss singing though. I actually sung for the seniors because they had been pestering me. So I actually asked the band like, hey, these guys really want me to sing. Are you okay with that? And they were. So, yeah. I miss Jeena, full stop. Yee. I missed you guys too, to be honest. I've missed this a lot. I'm really looking forward to this summer, mainly because the relaxation is relax and unwind, but also because I can actually stream. Because there's not moronic bosses and moronic students absolutely everywhere draining all of my energy. Like I also honestly want to learn a bunch of stuff, so I've been thinking about starting like a drawing challenge, like one Pokemon each day for July. Not sure if I'm just gonna post it or if I'm gonna record it. I'm probably not gonna record it because that seems bothersome. And you know, I also kind of want to learn a language properly, and like I have been tossing. I tried Spanish. I downloaded Duolingo for Spanish, and it's and like it. I really felt it when I was doing the Duolingo stuff with Spanish. Like, sure, it was easy because I'm basically just relearning stuff, but yeah. And also, it has not been Kittyless. She's been laying behind me. Right now she's gone though. Kitty! Kitty is coming. Well, then learn German so you can do a German accent. I mean, that is also, like, honestly, German would be one of the easiest languages for me to learn. And you only tell me that now? That I'm wanting to learn the language? I thought I was talking about that. Like, I looked for summer courses. Oh, the kitty. Yeah. Kitty's eating a treat currently.
Kitty! Hi. You want to come and say hello to chat? You can get a treat if you say hello to chat. Come, kitty.
Kitty has been captured. So yeah, Kitty is here. Can you eat treats while you're in my arms so the chat can hear? I don't think you heard anything. I don't know. She ate the thing. The purring, yes. She jumped onto the bed again, but yeah. Oh, we heard. Ah, that is nice. That is nice. And yeah, the stair is basically as soon as I drop out a frame. And my character doesn't know where I'm at anymore. Then the stair comes. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Purring is so soft. Yeah, she's not a loud purrer. She just purrs. And she really, like... Her favorite treat is freeze-dried chicken. That is the best. But yeah, I tried to get into a summer course for French and for Latin. I got into neither, rudely enough. Like, my grades are good. It's just that those two courses, like, that's the only French course during summer, so it's just insanely difficult to get into it. And the same with Latin. So, Jeena knows what you did. I know what each and every one of you did. My title might be Knight, but I am also a spy master, so, yeah. But yeah, I'm, like, the two languages that I'm most, like, I want to learn Latin as well, but the two languages that I'm the most interested in learning is French and Japanese. The easiest language for me to learn is German. It is the easiest one, by far the easiest one. And the reason why German is the easiest one for me to learn is that my work bestie is the German teacher. That's reason one. Reason two is that I have a lot of Germans in chat to train with. So, German is the easiest one. I'm just not that motivated. I'm more motivated to learn German than Spanish, though. So, I have to start learning Latin. Learning Latin is really fun. I did that in gymnasiet, which is basically secondary high school. But I have forgotten most of it, so. Germans mentioned, woo, yes! You have summoned the Germans, yes! I have. I feel like there's a surprising amount of Germans in chat, but I like the Germans in chat, so I'm fine with it. Just mildly surprised that there is so many people, and yes. You want me to try to pronounce that? Hier lekker is frisches brood voor dich. Yes. I can't pronounce for stuff. But yeah, I want to learn languages, but yeah. Diese Kommentarsektion ist nun el Gentum der Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Sorry I had to, it's a German meme, that's fine. That is fine. But yeah. I just feel like French would be a fun language to learn. And also Japanese is fun. Japanese is cool. The bad thing with both of those, like French is gonna be easier than Japanese. Because I know English really good, I know Swedish really good, I know some Spanish. Like French is gonna be the easiest. It just is. The bad thing about French is that I don't have anyone to practice it with. Like finding people to practice Spanish with is gonna be more difficult than German, but way easier than French. Finding people to practice Japanese with. I don't know. I don't know how to even begin that one. Like, Japanese is a big thing in Vtubing because Vtubing came from Japan, but the JVTubers, they are streaming in Japanese and most of them don't know that much English, and then I'm gonna have to try and find one. Yeah. Also, you mentioned bread. State your wish to the next available German. Shouldn't there be Japanese VTubers you could talk to? There probably is a bunch of them, but finding one to talk to, like, I don't want to look for a Japanese VTubers to talk to only because I want to practice my Japanese. Like, that's not a good enough reason. And it's the same with French. I don't want to find a French person only to practice my French, but I feel like that's gonna be way easier. I'm gonna go bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sharon. How lovely to see you again. And group hug. I love the group hug. I should also honestly go now, but I haven't. I mean, you could also collab with them. I mean, fair. Well, there are also German VTubers. Just saying. I know there's German VTubers. I'm looking at least one. I know that there's been talk about more in this particular chat to stream, but I know of one. And I know that Germany is so large. Like, there is way more people in Germany than I would think. So, also VTubers that stream in German. Yeah. You will not find VTubers that stream in Swedish. There is a surprising amount of Swedish VTubers out there. I have heard none that actually stream in Swedish. There are some like flesh tubers that stream in Swedish, but they are mostly very young. And honestly less successful than me, which feels insane to me because I don't feel successful. But yeah. German only stream when you have 1,000 subs. What? No, that's a myth. What is a myth? There are German VTubers. Now there are German VTubers. I know. I don't. You matter a lot. You matter a lot. Yeah. Oh, German only stream. Oh, now I understand. Now I understand. That would be interesting. It would probably be easier to do than only Swedish stream because det hade varit så förfärligt få som hade ens kunnat titta på det, så hade det inte varit något att ha överhuvudtaget. Jag hade ingen aning om hur många människor det hade kunnat vara som hade sett det, men jag hade varit glad om det var en. Så. So there you go, also Swedish. Oh yeah, I had no tea, I remember. Jeena doing an only Swedish stream would work for April 1st. It would, for a couple of moments, and then I would probably go over to English again, because an actual full stream, like, my numbers would tank. So yeah. And you matter more, Jeena, we don't make the reels. Actually, we kind of do, but still. Yeah. I wouldn't be here without you guys, so. Like, I would honestly stream, even with nobody watching me. But I probably wouldn't stream for this amount of time without you guys here. So yeah. And we could all pretend like we understand. I would pretend. Nah. And I mean, you two and Neo. Neo would probably have it slightly easier, but it would be you three that even had a modicum of chance to understand me. I mean, Ophi for sure. Ophi would understand all of it, but still. And we wouldn't be here without you. We have reached the paradox. So everybody matters. I can stand behind that. Everybody matters, and everyone is awesome. I am not very beautiful, and I am not very cute, and I am not very... okay, fine. I can be slightly fine with smart. But mainly because I've come to realize that nobody in the entire school knows as much math and physics as I do. And that is the sole reason. that I can agree with me being slightly smarter. And you matter. It's not antimatter, you matter. Viewer on outside, we understand completely. Viewer on inside, am I going crazy? Probably. Now I could go through a Swedish word like smörgåsbord, because what on earth is a smorgasbord? Smörgåsbord, skadeglädje, lagom. Very good Swedish words. I mean, skadeglädje is technically a word in English, but English took that from German. Interestingly enough. It's schadenfreude. Skadeglädje. I mean, interestingly enough, German and Swedish has a lot of things in common. Smörgåsbord is something I understand now. Yeah, exactly. Because what, like, it bothers me to no end that is smorgasbord. Like, where on earth do you get the sh? It's smörgåsbord. Not smorgasbord. Yes, very Swedish. Very Swedish indeed. Yes. Schadenfreude is the best word. It is one of the best words, yes. And lagom. Lagom. Lagom is a very good word. Baldain SMK? I have no idea what that is. Smorgasbord. No. No sh. It's smörgåsbord. We also have the smörgåstårta, which is delicious. And I feel like Germans would get on board with that because it's basically bread, but make it a cake. It's a bread cake. It's delicious. You basically have thin pieces of bread, and then you put like stuff on top, and then you have another piece of bread, and more stuff, and then another piece of bread. And then you put cream all around it, and then you have lettuce on it, and then you decorate it with, like, you can have shrimp and ham and cheese and whatever. You can decorate it however you like. Do you want a fruit? A smörgåstårta. Then you have a fruit smörgåstårta. If you want a more food smörgåstårta, you make it, you do the toppings with food. That refers to the feeling of being alone in the woods, often associated with a sense of peace, solitude, and connection with nature. Interesting. That sounds pretty decent, I know. It is very good. The born and raised German, that is the German teacher though, she does not like smörgåstårta. So it might also be one of the things that you actually need to be born and raised and to build up a tolerance, and then you're gonna love it. By the way, also no in chat music. That was basically because I was doing a bit of singing, and I didn't feel like having the and music clash with that. So yeah, I can pop the end music chat on. I am losing all of my words because that made little sense. I have been talking English for far too long. I was wondering what was missing. Yeah, it was the music. 'Cause you are the music in me. Ba-da-ba. I mean, you can keep on singing, we don't mind. I could. Don't know if I should, but honestly I should go to sleep. I really should. I should also give Kitty some good night food, because she's not gotten any good night food, and she might be very upset with me pretty soon. Jeena theme song when? I mean, I have 2 songs. I mean, I have 2 musical bits. They don't have lyrics and they don't have singing, but I have 2 musical bits. One is the loop-de-loop that you normally hear. The other one is... I'm not using it that much because it's mainly used for videos. But I have it. I mean, with lyrics and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I need to do that myself to make sure that it's right. And I am not good enough with music to actually manage to do that. So, I have no idea.
Ja.
Busan lulle kokar kittelen full. Där kommer 3 vandringsmän på vägen. Busan lulle kokar kittelen full. Där kommer 3 vandringsmän på vägen. Den ene ack så halt, den andre o så blind. Den tredje han säger dock ingenting alls. There you go, Swedish lullaby. But yeah, it is time to leave. I need to go sleep. You guys, Europe gang, you also need to go sleep. If there is anyone here from Asia, good morning. Have a lovely Sunday. If there is anyone here from the Americas, have a lovely rest of the day. I forgot about Africa also, by the way, and Africa is the same as Europe, so go to bed. Good night from me as well. It's been amazing with all of you guys again. It has been really, really good. I really look forward to it, and I take tips on what on earth I should stream next week, because I have so many things that I want to do and not that much time. Hello from Brazil, Jeena. Hello, Note. Hello, Jonas. Hello, Jonas. Have a lovely rest of your day, because I am off. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming here. I really did enjoy getting back into streaming again. What about horsey game? We have one horsey game. Could do that. But yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is for you guys. Do take care of yourself and of one another. And until I see you next time, bye bye. And group hug! All of the group hugs. Yes!